closer.
Did you get like a positive vibe? Like you say, you can go on vibes from anyone there that night, like Lisa Vanderpump, Kim, Taylor. I mean, I know there was a lot going. I figured maybe somebody sitting there, Allison,
Okay.
you got like a positive.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me, in a nutshell, sum them up. Vanderpump, well, she needs a lot of things. She needs a good tune up. She needs a cabana boy. I'll just leave it at that with her. But she just feels above everybody. I got it. No worries. So yeah, I was disinterested in her. She was sort of trying to be fake cordial in the beginning, but I picked up the vibe that she was kind of being a bitch. I'm like, oh, is this where it starts? Okay, great. And then we had Kyle, who is just this toxic energy that permeates, and she needs to be loved by fans, kind of like Camille. And it's how they fill that hole inside of them. And she just felt angry to me. Like everything about her just felt, and also that was her chance. And mind you, that branch of the franchise was her idea. She came to them with the Beverly Hills version. She owns points on that show. She has a vested interest in keeping that stuff stirred very, very, very swirly, because that's her bread and butter. She doesn't have a skill. That's it. So I get that. Just wish I'd never met her. Just, I don't know, maybe in another lifetime. Anyways, then there was Taylor. I couldn't stop looking at her lips. I mean, I know this sounds stupid. She looked like Mrs. Platypus on Mr. Rogers. I just kept looking at the deck bill, and energy wise, I kept getting on them that it's women like that made people commit suicide in high school. You know, they had that mean girl vibe about them that is palpable. And when they're in numbers and they're a pack, they're even worse. They were in a pack. And then she went through her husband and his suicide and all of that. And I thought maybe she'd come out softer, you know, more understanding, more real. And I don't think that happened. So maybe she'll be able to help people who've been in her situation with losing somebody to suicide. I would hope that she'd use her platform for something like that, where she can make it about him and what his plight was, rather than continuing to make things just about her. But, you know, whatever. Again, that's her path. She's nobody I'd ever want to know. My girlfriends carry guns and badges. That's who they are. We cuss like sailors. We don't care. We'll tell you where to go and what to do with what part of your body when you go there. Like, you know, so to sit at a table with women who pretend to be ladies, and as though they're somehow the cream of the crop, when I know inside they don't even believe that, was very hard to do. I will say I really liked Kim. Now, I know that Kim must have had some sort of a pill or something going on in her system. Can you blame her? She knew what she was in for. I wish she'd let us all in on that one, because it would have hurt less. I really enjoyed Kim. When I tapped into her energy, she felt wounded, but she tries. She just wants stability and a sense of family. That's all, you know. So I could relate to some of her energy that I was pulling off of her. And she and I had a brief laugh together, and then Kyle shot her a dirty look, and I'm like, well, I guess that one's off the table. I guess we're not going to be friends. But then, you know, I did worry about Kim as the episodes went on, and I'd see headlines, because I didn't watch it, but I'd see headlines popping up. I worried about whatever it was she was taking to drown the world out or to numb herself, in order to maybe get through the episodes. Was kind of Russian roulette with her health. I was worried about her, but I have a good friend who's good friends with Kathy Hilton, who told me that Kathy was the one that sort of helped her. and gave her balance again and was there for her. So I was happy to hear that, because I was wondering what Kyle's motive was. She kept throwing her sister out there and throwing more alcohol on it, and just shredding her emotionally. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get like a bigger headline? Do you want her to do something? Like, it just almost seemed like people aren't people to her. I don't get it. But if it was my sibling, I would have had them off that show immediately and into some sort of rehab or help, to make sure that they were okay first and foremost, not throwing them in front of the cameras some more and taking them on some trips. I mean, I didn't really understand that. And then what was the one, they owned a casino in Vegas or something?
Adrienne Malouf.
Sorry, yes. She started out being friendly, and then as she saw the other ones, she was seeing what her role was, it seemed, that night, and she kind of started joining in with them. And I was like, screw all of you. All y'all. Like, I just want out of here. This is not what I'm here for. I will say this, and you'll probably get a little bit of a laugh out of it, but I figured at least I made some money for charity being on the show, right? So after the show, I've always donated like lunches that they auction off with me for charity. And I'd been doing it well before that show. But one of Kyle's friends paid $3,000 to have lunch with me, just to sit with the woman who sent her friend where she needed to go.
Really?
And I thought that was jaw dropping. I'm like, you don't have friends. There's no friends there in Hollywood. They'll do that. They want to look at the corpse. They want to turn it over. They want to see the aftermath. And a lot of people actually come to my events just to shake the hand of the person that didn't take their shit. And
one of Kyle's friends she paid $3,000 just to kind of say thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just thought that was very telling. And then I had come out with this book, which is my 6th, and it's got me and my husband on the cover. And I had posted it on my Instagram, and it was just a date night we had, and a friend of ours snapped a picture of him kissing me. So I thought that's perfect for this, because it's about, it's love stories, soulmates, and when one dies, how the other can move through their grief. And Kyle messaged me on my Instagram, and she said, yeah, I saw your book cover. So does your husband emotionally fulfill you? Yes, Kyle, for the record, he emotionally fulfills me every day of my life. Thank you for caring. But then I blocked